Hi, today we are going to be talking about the nuts and the benefit of nuts, especially for the skin. So how exactly do nuts help in a youthful, supple, glowing skin? Firstly, most of the nuts are very rich in natural oils, and as we all know that our skin requires natural oils, because as the natural oils are secreted onto the surface of the skin starts glowing and also maintains its suppleness and texture. For example, almonds, very rich in alpha tocopherol, which is vitamin E. Similarly, all other nuts are very rich in natural oils, essential fatty acids, as we say, which help the skin to become younger, youthful, and more supple. The second thing which is very important, which is found in nuts, is zinc. Now, if you would remember that a lot of creams which are meant for skin say that it contains zinc. The reason is because zinc is responsible for the suppleness, for regeneration of skin, for having the skin more youthful. Plus, zinc is also responsible for fertility and for ensuring that the hormones, the zinc component is in adequate number, and therefore the fertility experts also say that use zinc. And as we all know that most of these nuts like walnuts, like Brazil nuts, they are very rich in zinc. So if we want to be looking youthful and have a high fertility, we must consume the nuts. The third thing which is very important is for the skin is protein. Now the skin texture is made from cells, and cells for manufacturing or for regeneration require protein as their essential building blocks. So when we have a natural source of protein like the nuts, we see that our skin becomes healthier and healthier, and it becomes tighter, firm, which is actually an example of a youthful skin. So a good natural vegetarian source of protein is the nuts. So when we consume nuts in adequate quantity, especially in the winters, we see that the skin also benefits from the consumption of nuts. Another thing which is very essential in terms of the nuts is in terms of their minerals. So for example, magnesium is very important for skin regeneration, skin development, and we see that magnesium is present in good quantities in different kind of nuts. So when we look at all these benefits for skin, it is natural that we wonder that are we going to become overweight if we consume too many nuts? The truth is that we don't put on weight because of nuts and oil seeds. We put on weight because of fast food, junk food, lack of exercises. So in fact, these nuts and oil seeds are very important and essential for our health, and especially our skin health. Besides skin, in fact, they are very important and very healthy for other things also. For example, in all researches they have seen that for improving or boosting fertility, nuts should be eaten about a handful a day. Similarly, for improving the mental clarity and for our nervous system, we should have all kinds of different nuts like Brazil nuts, pecans, hazelnuts, and walnuts, almonds. So all these kind of nuts actually help mental clarity and the nervous system to become healthier. In fact, one other thing which is not really a nut but which we call is peanuts. Peanuts are also an excellent source of vitamin B and folate, which is deficient in women and also becomes deficient after the age of 50. So having peanuts is also excellent, though it's not traditionally a real nut, it's a lentil. So having nuts, you can have them in various ways. You can roast them slightly and add them to your breakfast cereal, or you can have them as a snack. The way you should not have nuts is frying them or putting too much of salt in them, because that is unhealthy. Another thing which is very important is that not to give nuts to children under 2 years, because they're too small and they can develop allergies. So nuts should be given ideally to kids who are above 2.5 to 3 years. Another thing which is very important is that nuts should not be given in very large quantities to kids. You can start with just like say 1 or 2 almonds a day and then gradually increase the number of nuts. Nuts can be eaten by all age groups. Pregnant women particularly require a lot of nuts in their diet. Elderly people require nuts in their diet. So different kind of nuts actually have different vitamins, different minerals, different beneficial properties. So the best thing is to have a lot of variety of nuts in a day, which in fact there is a range of nuts. Even oil seeds like flax seeds, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, they should be mildly roasted and added to the diet. In fact, if we have a good variety of nuts in our diet, we'll notice that we start to lose weight, because then our appetite is satiated and we don't eat junk food and we don't eat foods which are very rich in carbs. So try to include a handful of nuts in your diet, in your children's diet, and you'll see a remarkable difference within the next 2 to 3 months. Thank you for watching. In case you have any questions, any clarifications, please feel free to write at ask@drshikha.com, which is ask@drshikha.com.